Hello dear students, good morning. How are you all? Again we are here to proceed further. Okay, so we were on chapter number 7, the Unbreakable Mary Kom, solving book exercise part 2, because in previous video I told you or I taught you the solutions of book exercise, but one or two exercises are left, so we are going to continue them. So open page number 71. Okay, on page number 71 you will find one exercise, punctuation. Okay, so punctuation, actually we had already done this exercise in our pencil book, but related to this chapter some examples are given to us. Okay, and some exercise to be solved in the book only with pencil. Okay, so now in this chapter we are going to study about the use of comma, the application of comma, the correct use of comma, how to use this punctuation mark comma. Yes, we have learned so many punctuation marks, but especially we are going to focus on comma, because many times students you make so many mistakes regarding comma. So we are going to study in deep regarding comma. So open page number 71. I am reading here. The comma is a punctuation mark that we all already know. It marks a slight pause in a sentence. You know what is pause? Pause means slight break. When we are speaking in fluently, we give some pause so that we can understand the correct meaning of the sentence, and those who are listening our sentence, they can understand what I wanted to say exactly. So it provides slight pause, because full stop provides full pause or large pause. When we end up one sentence and we are going to start a second sentence. Between these two sentences, sentence number 1 and sentence number 2, we put dot, which is called full stop. And full stop means it gives us a large break or pause, but comma, it gives us a slight pause, means a very little pause. We have to wait, we have to break our sentence there, when especially while we are speaking. And the same sentence, when we wanted to express in written form, at that time we use this comma. Okay, it helps in making the meaning of a sentence clear. Sometimes the meaning of sentence is different without comma and with comma. Okay, if you use comma, the meaning is different. If you don't use comma, the meaning is totally different. For instance means for example. A very popular sentence that shows the power of comma is, let's eat grandma. Let's eat grandma. Okay, one example is let's eat, then comma, grandma. Grandma means exclamation mark. Grandma means dadima. Let's eat. This is not comma. Sometimes students call it comma. No, it is apostrophe. It is not comma. This is comma. Comma is generally put at the bottom of the letters, but apostrophe is used at the top of the letters. Okay, it shows position, or it shows the short forms. Okay, it is used to make the short form, just like let us. So it is shorted by let's. Let us. let's, चलो, आओ, eat, खाते हैं, grandma, let's eat, grandma. Now I'm making some little pause there. Let's eat, pause, grandma, let's eat, grandma. So that is how we pronounce it. आओ दादी माँ, चलो खाते हैं, कुछ खाते हैं. Okay, let's eat, grandma. So there is a little pause, and to show that pause, we used comma. Suppose we write it without comma, then what is the meaning? This is apostrophe. Let's eat, grandma. Now this is the meaning is different. Let's eat, grandma. Without pause, without any stoppage, without any break in my sentence. If I continuously or fluently call these three words, speak these three words, let's eat, grandma, the meaning is totally different. चलो दादी माँ को खा जाएं. That is rubbish. That makes no sense. Okay, चलो दादी माँ को ही खा जाते हैं. Let's eat, grandma. No, the meaning is different. So that is the power of a comma. If you write comma, the meaning is correct. And if you forget to put comma here, the meaning is terrible. Nonsense. Just like the opposite meaning. Let's eat, grandma. चलो दादी माँ कुछ खाते हैं. Let's eat, grandma. चलो दादी माँ को खा जाते हैं. So that is one example to show the power of comma. It changes the meaning or makes the meaning clear, and so that's why that is very, very important to learn the use of comma. Without the comma, the sentence reads let's eat, grandma. Not only does the sentence read incorrect, but its meaning also changes completely. That's we had seen. The comma is also used. Now, the one use of comma to give a pause. Okay, to give a little pause in between the sentence. That is the first use. Now, the second use. Separate items, qualities, or names in a list. Suppose you are provided with a long list. Suppose your friends, the name of your friends, those who are taking part in Kabaddi team. So if you are making the list of your friends, 7 players or 9 players with extra players, if you are making the list, so you need to put a comma after each name. Rakesh, Ramesh, Mohan, Suresh, Rayans, all after every name you need to make a mark a comma. Okay, to separate each one individual. Or suppose if you are making a list of fruits, so after every fruit or each fruit you need to put a comma. Okay, apple, comma, mango, comma, banana, comma. So you need to put a comma when you are making a list of any items, list of any names, or list of any other things, feelings or qualities or anybody. Just like one example which is taken from the chapter, the Unbreakable Mary Kom. Mary Kom has won many national awards such as now we are making the list of awards which she had earned. She had earned 4 awards. So that is a list, 1 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you are making a list of awards, so after every award you need to put a comma to separate from one to other. Just like such as the Arjun Award, comma, the Padma Shri Award, comma, the Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna Award, and the Padma Bhushan. If you have seen, before the last, Padma Bhushan is the last award, and before the last award they didn't use comma in place of comma, they used conjunction and. So before the last item, you will need to use one conjunction, which is and. So there is no need to put comma before the last item. Note, we do not use a comma before the last item or name in the list. We use and. So before the last item, we use one conjunction, which is and. Okay, suppose we have 4 items. So 1 item, comma, 2 item, comma, 3 item. Don't use comma because 4 is the last. So before last item, you can write conjunction and. No need to put comma here. 1 comma, 2 comma, 3 and 4, because and automatically separate these 2 items. So there is no need to put any other mark, because and is doing the same work which is done by comma. Okay, so like that. Turn the page number 72. So that is the second use or second application of comma. First application to give a little pause in between the sentence. Second use to separate different item in the list 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, while you are making list. Now third use is connect 2 parts of a sentence. Connect 2 parts of a sentence. One sentence, but it is created in parts, 1 part and 2 parts, joined by conjunctions. Sometimes parts are joined by conjunctions. 3 conjunctions, and, or, but. Here we are separating the items of the list, but sometimes we add 2 different parts of a single sentence by using conjunction. Here in the middle we use the conjunction and, or, but. If we are joining 2 parts of a sentences by using this conjunctions and, or, but, so before joining these 2 parts of sentences we can put comma, just like I didn't have specific dreams and goals. I didn't have specific dreams and goals. Who said this? Mary Com said this to one reporter, that I didn't have any specific dreams and goals when I was child, comma, but. Now this is the one part of the sentence, then second part of sentence is joined using but accomplishing every job assigned was my goal. As being a child, I didn't have any specific goal or target in my childhood what I wanted to become in my future, but every task which is assigned to me by whom? To my parents, to my teachers, or my coach, which is given to me to accomplish that. Accomplish means to complete that task is my little goal at that time. That was my goal. So but is used to join these 2 parts of sentences, but when first part of sentences ends, where we put comma, then but, then the second part of the sentences. So before but we had used accomplishing every job assigned was my goal. Second example, it is so thrilling. It is so thrilling that it lets us forget barriers and divisions. Barriers and divisions, that is the one part of the sentence. It is so thrilling that it lets us forget barriers and divisions, and we wish and pray for our country to win. Now this is the second part of the sentence which is connected by using conjunction and. So before and, here we put the comma because 2 parts of sentences are join. So we are giving a little pause when we finish one sentence, but and or then we start the second sentence. So we need to give a little pause because we are going to give some different meaning. Now this is the third use. Then what is the fourth application of comma? To set off a group of words that gives us additional information about a noun. Suppose one noun is given. Noun means anybody's name, any place name, any thing's name, or anything which has name. So any name is given and one line for introduction of this name. Just like Mary Com, and what is the quality of Mary Com, which is one additional information in a form of part of a sentence which is given just after Mary Com. So that introductory part of sentence is separated by using comma. Okay, just like example, Mary Com. Mary Com is a name, means noun. Then after Mary Com we put comma, and one information is additional information is given for Mary Com, that the first Indian woman boxer to win a gold medal in the Asian Games. This is the introduction. This is the additional information about whom? About the noun Mary Com. Then again comma means before the beginning of this sentence, part of sentence, then at the end of this part of sentence we need to put two commas. That is the additional information given for Mary Com. So Mary Com, the first Indian woman boxer to win a gold medal in the Asian Games, was born in Manipur. Who was born in Manipur? कौन पैदा हुई थी? Mary Com. So directly we could say that Mary Com was born in Manipur. Mary Com was born in Manipur. We could directly say it. But what we had given? One additional information about the noun Mary Com. So that's why it should be between two commas. Okay. So this is the fourth use of comma. Then, okay, next is that the fifth application of comma, fifth use of comma, to separate an introductory word or words. Introductory means before we are starting anything to say, before that we add some one word or 2-3 words. So to separate this sentence and these words, we put a comma between. To separate means differ, means दोनों के बीच में अलग अलग करना. To divide, to separate an introductory word or words from the rest of the sentence. The rest of the sentence is different, and regarding this rest of the sentence, what you add additionally, or what is introductionally you say before starting this sentence. So to separate these two we put comma. Just like one example, soon after, जल्द ही बाद में, थोड़े समय बाद, soon after, comma, she began winning national and international competitions. So that is the main sentence. She began winning in national and international competition. But what is the introductory words? The introductory words means before starting this main sentence, that there is one introductory words used. Soon after, जल्द ही उसके बाद. Now, one exercise is given there. One paragraph is given. Punctuate this paragraph using commas. Means the rest of the punctuations are already done, corrected. The letters, the words which should be begin with capital letters, they are already in capital. Comma, full stop is there. Every other thing is correct. Only what we need to do, we need to put commas in between. So commas. So where we need to put the commas? So I am reading and I am marking it with pencils, and then I will click the photos and I will send you. But you can do it with me. While you are watching this video, take a pencil and try to do with me. Punctuate these paragraph using commas. Okay, don't write in CW. There is no need to write these punctuations in CW notebook, because we had done already a lot of exercise based on punctuations, okay, in pencil book. So there is no need, but for practice we can do this. Born in 1961, Nadia Comaneci became the first woman to score a perfect 10 in an Olympic gymnastics event at Montreal, Canada. Full stop. This is the one full sentence. Now, in this full sentence, born in 1961, who born? Nadia Comaneci. That is a sport person, just like Mary Kom. She was a sport person. So before Nadia Comaneci, means before the noun, there is one introductory words. These are introduction. Born in 1961. So put a comma after these introductory words. Nadia Comaneci became the first woman to score a perfect 10 in an Olympics gymnastics events at Montreal, Canada. Now here, Montreal, Canada, both are in capital. M is capital and C is capital. C. Canada is a country, small country, okay, in USA. But in this country, there is a large city. That city's name is Montreal. Okay, just like Delhi in India. Incheon in South Korea, that we had read in this chapter. So just like Montreal in Canada. So we need to separate by using comma. Means we have to use comma after the name of the city. Montreal, comma, then Canada. Comma makes sense that Montreal is the city which is in Canada. Okay, just like Delhi, comma, India. Okay, Incheon, comma, South Korea. Okay, so just like that, Montreal, comma, Canada. Then full stop is already there. So two commas we used in this sentence. Now again, the next sentence. At the age of 14, the Romanian gymnast, known for her grace and agility, won 3 gold medals and a bronze medal. Who was Romanian gymnast? Nadia Comaneci. She was in Romanian. Romanian means those who belong to Rome. They are called Romanian. So at the age of 14, then put a comma, because this is introductory words. At the age of 14, comma, the Romanian gymnast, then comma, Romanian gymnast, then comma, because one additional information is given for this girl, known for her grace and agility, then comma. So known for her grace and agility, this additional information will come between two commas, before it and after it. So after gymnast you put comma, known for her grace and agility, then comma, then won 3 gold medals and a bronze medal. Okay, so in this sentence we use 3 commas after 14, after gymnast, and after agility. Okay, then the next sentence is Comaneci currently does television commentary, writes for gymnastic publications, and travels around the world. promoting the sport. This is the third sentence. Now in this third sentence, now what she is doing currently, because in early age she was a player. Now after the taking the retirement of the from the sports, now she is doing television commentary. So what type of work she is doing? Performing three type of work: television commentary, writing for gymnastic publications, and traveling around the world. So we need to separate this list. Okay, so Comenisi currently does television commentary, then comma, writes for gymnastic publications, and is given there. So we, before last and is given, so we don't put comma here. Okay, while separating the items in the list. So no need comma. Travels around the world. Now this is the third thing. Travels around the world. But why? Why she is traveling around the world? That is given promoting the sport. She is traveling around the world to promote her sport. So work is different, what she is doing different, and why she is doing different. So make these two things different. We need to put one more comma here. Travels around the world, comma, what she is doing now? Promoting the sport. So in this sentence, we used 1 and 2 commas. Okay, so you should also put this. Now one interesting exercise is given there. Very, very interesting, which we do use in our daily life. And you should also practice for writing messages. Suppose in form of your WhatsApp, you do messages. Okay, you message your friends, you message your teachers, you message your parents or grandparents, those who are living far away from you. So by using your mobile phones and WhatsApp application, you try to convey some messages. But sometimes some situations occurs that your mother or your grandmother tells you something to convey the same message to your cousin by using WhatsApp. Now she is conveying the message to you orally, means by speaking. Now you need to type it or you need to write it in your WhatsApp in shortest words. Okay, what is the condition? That in the shortest words, by using appropriate commas and full stops and capital letters. Now you need to arrange it properly. Then the sense should be correct. What she is orally telling you, she meant to tell you, and now you are conveying the same thing to any other. So she is instructing you orally, so you can understand better. But while you are typing, if anything mistaken like this, use of comma, capital letters or full stop or anything else, you can make some nonsense. So while you are writing or typing anything, you need to be very, very focused, very, very careful, because the meaning changes. Sometimes you wanted to convey some other message, but by mistake in writing, the sense or the meaning is taken wrong by the receiver. So it is very, very interesting exercise. Let's do this. Okay. Now this exercise you need to write in your CW notebook. I will instruct you at the end of this video. Writing. In the speaking section, you learned that etiquette of having a polite telephone conversation. Suppose that if you turn back to your page number in the same chapter, yes, page number 67. If you go back to page number 67, you will find that we had done already one speaking exercise. That exercise was orally done by oral. Okay. Now we are doing the same exercise in writing. Okay, that was the speaking section. Now this is the writing section. Now we are going to note down something. Read this conversation between Raima and her brother's basketball coach. This is girl Raima. Okay, this is girl Raima. And who is this? This is her brother's coach. इसके भाई के coach. Coach means the instructor, the trainer of basketball game. Because her brother is playing basketballs, learning basketball, and this is her brother's basketball coach. Now, what is the conversation? Telephonic conversation. Now, this word, if you know etiquette, you know what is the meaning of this etiquette? Etiquette means manners. How politely you talk to anybody who is senior than you. Okay. So, just like this coach is very, very senior to Raima. So, whenever you are talking the senior to you, so at that time, you need to be very, very polite. So, what is the telephonic etiquette? What is the manners to talk with the elders? That is shown here. So, let's see that. Raima, just pick up the phone. Means suppose imagine that my phone is ringing or Raima's phone is ringing and she pick up the phone, the receiver, and she says hello. Now, coach on the other side. Hello, may I speak to Veer? May I speak to Veer? Who is Veer? Veer is Raima's brother. Okay, so coach wanted to speak with Veer, but who receives the phone? Raima. So politely he says that may I speak to Veer. So if you call anybody or by using your mobile, if you wanted to talk anybody, you can start or begin like that. Hello, may I speak to Veer? Raima, sorry, he is not at home. Suppose he is at home, so Raima would have said that, okay, sure, I am going to call him or I call for you. मैं उसको बुला लाती हूँ. Okay, or I give the phone to Veer. But since he is absent at home, so what she had said that, sorry, he is not at home. May I know who is calling? May I? Now Raima is asking the question because she didn't know that who is calling from the other side. Because on telephone we cannot see. Now on video calling on mobiles we can see the face of the speaker and the receiver, both can see to each other. But here in the case of telephone or voice call, by mobile we cannot see the other person. So you can also ask anybody, if you receive phone, you can ask them that may I know who is calling? क्या मैं जान सकता हूँ कौन फोन कर रहा है या किससे बात हो रही है? टू whom I am calling, sorry, to whom I am speaking, मैं किससे बात कर रहा हूँ? May I know? Then coach replies, I am his basketball coach. I am his means Veer's basketball coach. We require letter from his parents. We require one letter, consent letter. In our school, sometimes you are going for picnic or anything else, so we need your parents' consent letter. So just like coach is also required some consent letter from his parents, granting him permission to go for a match in Ahmednagar on Friday, 24 August. Because Veer is going to take part in the competition which is to be held at Ahmednagar on 24th of August. So coach is calling at home that we require some parents' consent that we are ready to send Veer with you. Kindly let him know that we need the letter by tomorrow. So kindly convey my message, let him know that that letter is very very compulsory and I in any condition I required that letter by tomorrow. कल तक आ जाना चाहिए वो लेटर, इट इज वेरी वेरी मच अर्जेंट. So let him know means convey my message to Veer. Raima, I will do so, sir. I will do so, sir. ठीक है मैं ऐसा कर दूंगी सर. Do so means जैसा आपने बोला है वैसा ही कर दूंगी. So I will do so, sir. Coach, thank you. Then it is etiquette to say thank you at the end. Okay. Now this is the conversation between Raima and Veer's coach. Now the exercise means this conversation you need to note down in your CW notebook in this chapter only, not in the grammar section, but in after the question answer of this chapter you need to note down this conversation as it is. Okay. Rule 1 line here. Okay, means the speaker's name should be separate and what they have said is should be separate. So as it is you should copy it. Then the exercise on the next page, read the message Raina leaves for her brother before going on an errand. Now errand, what is the meaning of this? Is a new word, errand is a very short journey or very short travel. Suppose when you go to outside on the market, in the market to purchase something or bring something from the market or anywhere else, you wanted to bring something at your home, so you need to go outside for half an hour and you will return. So that small journey to bring something for somebody is called errand. Okay, short journey by in the market or for the temple or for anywhere. If you are going for a short time period, you call it errand. Okay, so since Raima is going outside for half an hour or 1 hour 2 hour, so she writes one message on a paper and she places this notice somewhere everybody can see it or we could see it easily. So she write a message. So you need to prepare one box where you need to write in capital letters message. Then how to start the message? Same like this. First she had written date 16 August 2018. So you should note down same as it is. Then leave one line gap, skip one line. Then time, when she had written this letter 4:30 p.m. 4:30 p.m. means p.m. means in the evening, a.m. means in the morning 4:30 a.m. but p.m. is used in evening. So when she had written this letter 4:30 p.m. Then one line, skip one line, Veer. For whom she is writing? Veer. You can write dear Veer. Okay, dear Veer, your basketball coach called means phoned me. Okay, recently your basketball coach called me or called at home. He asked me means उन्होंने मुझसे पूछा नहीं, उन्होंने मुझे बोला. So sometimes for telling or saying something we use asked. Okay, not always for questions, but for sometimes we use this word asked. He asked me to let you know. Let you know means आपको बताने के लिए बोला है उन्होंने मुझे. क्या बताने के लिए बोला है? Let you know that you will need a permission letter from mom and dad. From mom and dad means mom and dad to go for your match in Ahmednagar on 24 August. Okay, you need a permission letter that your coach called me and told me to leave this message for you or let you know that you require a permission letter from mom and dad to go for your match in Ahmednagar on 24 of August. The letter needs to be handed over by tomorrow. The important line is there. That letter needs to be handed over to your sir or your coach by tomorrow only. कल तक पहुंच जाना चाहिए. By tomorrow. Then your name, Raima. Suppose her name is Raima, so she is writing Raima. So this is one example. This is the exercise and this is the solution. So these both two things you need to note down same as it is and decorate it in good handwriting. Now this is one example that you will need to note down. Now one exercise is given for you. Same exercise is given for you, but here you need to apply your brain. So this you need to note down, and again this also you need to note down. What is the exercise? Read this telephone conversation between Shruti and her brother. Now two persons are talking to each other, Shruti and one is her brother. Sahil, Shruti and Sahil. As Shruti needed to leave for her karate classes. Okay, Shruti needs to go outside for her karate class. She left a message for her mother. She left one message for her mother regarding Sahil's call, because Sahil had called at home from outside the home, means somewhere he is practicing. So he called at home. Who received the call? Shruti received the call. Now Shruti had to move for her karate class and mother is not at home. She is alone at home. Now she needs to go outside for her karate class. So she wrote a message and she kept that message anywhere where her mother could see it easily. She left that written message for her mother. When her mother will come back at home, she will see that message. And write the message in not more than 50 words. Now this is the conversation held between Sahil and Shruti. Now what is the conversation? So that conversation you need to note down as it is. Sahil, hello Shruti, is mom there? Is mom there? क्या मम्मी वहां है? Who called? Sahil called, and Sahil recognized the voice of Shruti that this is Shruti. So he said that hello Shruti, is mummy there? क्या मम्मी वहां है? Shruti, no, she is not back from work yet. No, she is not back from work yet. Yet means अभी तक. अभी तक तो वो काम से वापस घर नहीं लौटी हैं. No, she is not at home. She is at her work. कहीं पे भी वो काम करने जाती होंगी. Sahil, I have to leave for Asansol. Asansol is one name of a city. I have to leave. Leave means निकलना है मुझे. For Asansol early tomorrow morning. Early tomorrow morning I need to leave for Asansol for my inter-college tennis match. For my inter-college, because Sahil is studying in college. Okay, so I need to leave tomorrow early in the morning for my inter-college tennis match. Please ask her to pack my bags. Please ask her. Ask her means please tell her. Please tell my mother to pack my bags. To pack my some dresses and my shoes and everything which I need. Please pack my bags, since I will return home late from practice, because I am practicing tennis. So I will return home very late. So I didn't find any time. I will not find any time to pack my bags. So tell my mother. Tell our mother, because we both are brother and sister. So tell our mother when she return from the office that pack my bag, since I will return late at home from my practice. Shruti, okay, I will. ठीक है, मैं कर दूंगी. Now, she said, उसने कह तो दिया, but she need to leave for karate classes. And she will return in 1 and 2 hours, maybe 2 hours. And mother is going to return at home within 15 minutes or half hour. So she found a solution. She need to write one message like this. So this message is to be written by you. You will write this message like this. This is the sample, and I will provide you the answer of this that I have written here. I will provide the correct answer to this exercise, but till then you note down this, and if you want to practice by yourself, you can yourself practice it in rough copy or in homework copy of English. Okay, so this is all about this exercise. Now same, read this, follow this. Many of the information is given in this conversation. You can take the same information and you can rewrite it in your own words. That is needed for your learning. Okay, that you will then you will learn. Okay, you can take the help of your elders also at your home. So this is the last exercise of this chapter. Okay, so complete it, practice it, and reread this chapter again and again at least 4 or 5 times. Okay, thank you very much.